Mysterious power in anime and manga. There are many, and I mean many powers in anime and manga that have been hyped up to be the game changer. The biggest example of this was Super Saiyan, as it was hyped up to be this ultra powerful Saiyan who could defeat Frieza, and when it made its first debut, it did exactly that. And right now, Boruto and the gang are in the pretty much similar situation, where the recently awakened Shinju in the series, where each one of these awakened Shinju are pressing Boruto. And let me tell you, base Boruto right now can easily beat the living crap out of Code without his limiters, who was stated to be an even bigger threat than Jigen, and the same Jigen who dog-walked Naruto and Sasuke going all out at the same time. Now I want you to realize how bad this is, and there are hardly 5 people who are above Jigen level in terms of power in the entire verse, and they are Boruto, Kawaki, Daemon, Code, and Ada. Sarada might join the list depending on her mangaka abilities, but for right now, I'm gonna say that she's not quite there on that level of power. So, this must really make you wonder, what can we do to stop this Shinju? Because the more people clothes Clog Rhyme consume, the more of the Shinju are gonna be formed, meaning right now there are more of these Jigen plus level threats being formed, and an army of these Jigen plus level threats people isn't the best thing. And the answer is someone has to become so powerful that he can kill these Jigen plus level threats with ease. And that character very well might be Boruto. Because of what we have seen already, Boruto going all out with his karma true essence form right now is above the likes of any other character in Boruto verse, outside of maybe the likes of Shibai. And with this Ishiki's plus power level, Boruto will be able to take down Shinju, but only in a one-on-one fight, not in a 4v1, or in the worst case scenario, 10 or even 20v1. And right now, Boruto is simply not on that level, is what most people would think, but reality may be different, as everyone has forgotten that Boruto still hasn't opened his right eye, and that eye contains the power of the Jogan. The same eye that appeared in the first episode of Boruto anime and manga. The Jogan might very well be the reason why Boruto might become strong enough to stop this Shinju, and as of right now, we haven't gotten any confirmation as to when the Jogan will make its appearance, but it's safe to assume that since the time skip is here, the Jogan will make its appearance at some point. And against his upcoming battle against the Shinju, the Jogan might be Boruto's best bet to beat a freaking army of these things. Especially since we don't know what the eye is even capable of. I mean, it was the eye that the Otsutsuki god had. We saw in the image of Ishiki Otsutsuki. So it's pretty safe to assume that whatever power the Jogan is gonna possess is simply gonna put Boruto on a different level. And not to mention Kawaki, who rivals Boruto with the Jogan. So we better expect some insane power for Kawaki in the future as well to stop this Shinju from rampaging on. Now on to the second topic of the video, and that is the death of Sasuke Uchiha. Now I know Sasuke is a fan favorite character and killing him won't be the best decision from a business perspective, but from a story standpoint, killing Sasuke is one of the best decisions that Kishimoto could make. Now the question is, how will Sasuke die? Because in the latest chapter of Boruto, Sasuke is not dead, at least not dead yet, but he will die in the future. And let me explain. You see, there had to be a reason as to why Boruto was in such a hurry to kill the Sasuke version of the Shinju. And well, the reason very well might be there as a timer. Now you guys might be wondering, bro, what kind of timer are you talking about? And my answer to that is, well, you see, all the people inside that were bitten by Code's Clog Rhymes and turned into a small version of the Divine Tree may only have a few years at best to live until they are completely absorbed by the Divine Tree and the Shinju version of them completely takes over their host. And I think This is the mission of the Ten Tails currently, and that is to consume all humans on the planet and make a Shinju out of them, so that they can eventually take over the entire planet and keep their consciousness. And I think they're slowly letting go of the desire to kill and consume Boruto, and the desire to stay alive is increasing more. And stay alive, you may wonder, what am I exactly talking about? You see, the regular function of the Ten Tails is to consume Otsutsuki, implying a divine tree, and then that divine tree absorbs all the chakra from the planet, the chakra of the living and the dead, and that is why so many Otsutsuki want the chakra of the earth, because it is believed that Shibai Otsutsuki left his body on the planet Earth, and not to mention there are many other people who are literal gods that died on the planet, like Ishiki, Hagoromo, also known as the Sage of the Six Paths, Indra, Ashura, and there are many more. And let me tell you, this divine chakra fruit that Kaguya consumed and the chakra fruit that the divine tree will cultivate on Earth at modern times will be on a completely different scale. And we already saw what a weaker chakra fruit had done to Kaguya, from being a weaker threat that even Madara could defeat at that point, and I'm talking about the Madara who fought Hashirama at the Valley of the End, to a Momoshiki level fighter, and Momoshiki is a top ranking Otsutsuki, and the crazy power jump, and again that chakra fruit that Kaguya consumed was before any of this ninja stuff was around. Now you may be wondering, okay bro, that information was good, but how does it relate to Sasuke dying? And well, the answer to that is again the timer that is set, and if Sasuke is not freed before that timer is up, Sasuke might be a goner, and the only way to bring back the people who have been turned into a Shinju is to kill their Shinju counterpart, and right now that is a huge stretch, as Sasuke had been turned into a tree for at least a year or even 2 years depending on what the story goes with, and that's a long period of time, and the clock might just be ticking for Sasuke right now. And I believe that before Boruto or anyone can save Sasuke by killing his counterpart, it will already be too late, and Sasuke will die. And not to mention whatever I mentioned of killing the Shinju counterpart of Sasuke to bring him back might not work even in the first place, for all we know, because my second theory is that as long as the real version of the Shinju is alive, meaning as long as the real Sasuke is alive in the tree, the Shinju won't die, and that will be the biggest plot twist, because the only way to kill the Shinju counterpart is to kill their original counterpart. And if this theory becomes real in a form of sacrifice of saving Sarada or any other person that is close to Boruto, Boruto might have to kill Sasuke with his own hands, and if Kishimoto wants to power Sarada with Itachi, in which she has to kill her own loved one in order to save the world, again, that would be a really good way to boost Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan abilities, because as we all know, the Mangekyo and the visual powers of the Uchiha become stronger as they experience more and more complex emotions like hate and love. Not to mention the fact as to how Sarada will get her EMS is still up in the air. Without Sasuke's eyes, and imagine as his final words as Sarada kills her father, Sasuke tells her to take his eyes and awaken the internal Mangekyo Sharingan. Man oh man, would that be a way to go. Maybe I should start writing Boruto. Man, but beside all the theory and discussion aside, what do you guys think? Will Boruto get his Jogan anytime soon, or will he have to wait a little longer? Or do you think Sasuke will die, or will the Batman Sensei survive? Comment down below, and while you're down there, subscribe to the channel and like the video if you guys want to see more Boruto content. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Man, the more I read the manga, Sasuke dying becomes more likely. Oh god.